Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing work on this True Spirit frame. As you'll see, there's a little bit of damage here. If I put that across there, you can see, I don't know, there's probably 6 inches or so. And it comes down, I'd guess an inch. I don't know exactly what happened, but somebody dropped something really heavy into the bed of this pickup. Had to have gone through the bed, probably when the wood was rotten, and bent the hell out of that. This cross member is not your typical, 20 gauge body panel. This is, let's see, looks like about, yeah, that's 9 gauge. And when it took this damage, this got stretched, so it got pulled down. There's no way we can just, slam it back up and make it flat again. We would have to shrink this whole area in order to do that. So what we're going to have to do is probably remove some material from the middle here, close it up, and then weld the gap. I think it'll be a little bit easier to work on if we flip it over, so we're pushing down rather than trying to pull up. So let's flip this over and get to work. Just to give you another perspective on that damage, here's a chunk of flat steel. Look at the size of that. So the idea here is I'm going to cut a slit right down through here and then hammer this down. My bet is it's going to close up here and we're going to have to cut it a few times as we push it down. Take a look, you can see what I mean. It's already closing up right here and overlapping there. So we're going to have to remove some more material right here so it can come closed. This cross member is underneath the bed, so you would never see this. Probably wasn't a problem, and I probably didn't need to take it out, but I want to at least get it somewhat back to normal. You can see it's pretty flat. It's flat enough that I can stitch it together. Then if I feel like making it any better, more flat, I can take care of it after it's welded. So I'm going to weld that up from both sides, then grind it down flat. You can see from the grinding pattern it's still a little bit low right in here. So I'm going to flip it over, grind the other side, and maybe beat that back down, or down when it's flipped over, up right now. There are a couple of low spots that were right next to the weld. I'm going to just fill those up a little bit so I can flatten it back out. Took out a couple of low spots from the hammer strikes too. Still got a little bit of a low spot. I could fill that in and grind it down, but the reality is I'm not too concerned about it. I can now hit this last area with rust encapsulator and continue painting the frame. There's the top side. The repair is right there. And here's the repair on the top side. It's right here. A little hard to see, but I guess that's the goal. It's good enough for what I'm doing. I can now continue, get chassis black on the rest of this frame, and start reassembly. That's all there is to it for today. Thanks for watching.